a team wants to talk about to the coaches, the team will come to us, and then we will come together and then bring it to the coaches, and they'll address it.
Right. Were you part of that last year, or is this your first year?
This is my first year.
Okay. And how did that work? Did someone approach you about it, or how did you get to be part of it?
It's kind of, I think it starts out as really what the coaches decide. They kind of look at it and see kind of who the leaders should be really on the team, and they kind of decide it, and they tell us.
Okay. So then do you guys have your own meetings with the group?
Yeah, so sometimes we'll come together and just talk about stuff like how things are going, how the team's doing, and things like that. We'll come together and give feedback to the coaches, or if we have like any problems that we want to discuss to them, then we'll do that also.
Who all does that involve? I know I think it's Johnny and AJ, some of them are on it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough. We have kind of a lot of guys in it. I know Redwine was in it, Philip Redwine, Johnny, AJ. It's kind of just a lot of guys that are really on the team. It's not like a certain amount, kind of. It's just kind of a wide group of guys.
Right. How do you think that helps you having those meetings with guys who are in other position groups too, since you're used to working closely with the receiver?
Definitely, yeah. I think that's pretty good, just being able to hear what their grievances are, whatever they're going through or whatever, and just be able to talk to them and bring it all together as one whole, instead of kind of like, this is what we're going through, kind of hearing what their side is and what they're going through also, kind of feel like just helps us bring us a little closer as a team.
Right, that makes sense. And is there any certain coach who leads that, or is it just Gundy, several of them?
I think it's kind of mostly just Gundy. I think if it's just any of us have a problem, I think we'll just take that up with him.
How would you say your confidence level has changed since last year?
I'd say it's kind of really boosted up a little bit, really, just because, I mean, the experience really, not more so just kind of how I play, kind of just more of knowing that I'm kind of in that stage of being an older guy and kind of understanding everything and how everything works. So I kind of just am calm out there. I'm not as kind of jumpy as I was last year, I feel like. So I'm kind of just settling in and understanding.
You guys are secondary defensively. That's supposed to be kind of the strong suit of the defense this year. So in training camp, how does that benefit you being able to go against the secondary you've been able to go against in practice?
Oh yeah, for sure. Our defense is pretty good out there. So being able to go against guys that come out there and compete every day, I feel like that only makes us better as an offense. Really, they're pretty good secondary out there. So I mean, being able to go against a tough secondary like that, I mean, can only really just make you better for the other secondaries that we go against in our conference.
So how's the offense been gelling, going into this Oregon State game?
Oh, they're real good. I mean, the quarterback situation is still the same. I've been kind of just going back and forth, rotating everything. But I think as an offense, we're kind of getting things together. We're pulling it together, and we're starting to look more of a really just together as an offense really now.
Is there any receivers that you think are going to surprise some people from the outside?
Yeah, one thing I feel like all those guys out there, I mean, Jordan McCray for one, CJ Moore, and then Patrick McCoffman, really, those three guys over there at that X position, I feel like they're just going to come out and just surprise everybody. They haven't really seen them do too much on the field, so I feel like this is their year to go out and show everybody what they can do.
Jordan's offense last year wasn't very pass heavy. What are kind of some of his strengths as a receiver?
He just really, I mean, his height is obviously just one thing. He can really just helps him out a lot, but being able to go up and get the ball, I feel like that's just a big thing. Being able to be that height, that's something that I feel like you got to be able to do, and I feel like that's one thing he really does well, is just being able to go up and get the ball.
You've been around Dylan Stoner for a couple of years now, and I was talking to him about what he did in January when he met that girl with cancer, took out the ice cream. And so just speaking about him as a teammate and as an individual, what have you seen out of Dylan Stoner the years you've been around him?
Yeah, Dylan Stoner is probably just one of the toughest guys I know I've ever known in my life. He's going to be the hardest working dude on the field, period, no matter who's on the field. Just every day, do workouts, spending the summer with him, all these years with him, that's really just things that I just really seen about him, is that dude's going to work no matter what. He's going to be first in whatever he does and make sure he's the hardest working guy. And then that whole deal with him going to see that girl is just explains who he is as a person. He's that kind of guy, that real sincere guy, and really cares about things like that, and he wants to be able to help others. So I feel like those are just a few examples of the kind of guy Stoner is.